So where else? So I advertised in a fish house. So where shrimp boats would come in and drop off their catch. And in Cameron, Louisiana, I had my business card there and I had a little banner there from the Chevrolet dealership, and everybody knew me, right? And my agreement was, look, as long as you put up my little sign and tell everybody about me, when you have a lot of boats come in after work, I'll drive down with a big ice chest full of beer, and I'll serve them people right off the boat. They'll have ice cold beer immediately. So we always have to find ways to do it. There was a little local newspaper, a community newspaper in Houston, Texas, for Northwest Houston, and part of that was my community. The little subdivision I was in had local businesses and stuff like that. So I advertised in that every week, and my ad was in the same spot every week. It was just a little bitty, little business card size ad, but it was there every single week. They put it out once a week, and I was always in there, probably for 2 years, right? But it was every time there was a thing in the same spot, they looked, boom, there I was, right? And it was people right in my next door neighbors, right where my daughters had swim team, right? With everything in my life. You have to understand that there is a place that you can put yourself into. The local restaurant, you can partner with them on something they're doing. That is a form
Yeah.
of marketing and advertising. You can get involved with the radio station. If y'all do live remotes at your radios at your dealership, you can get to know the DJ. They are looking for somebody that they can go to on the radio and call you up and say, hey, I got Boudreaux. Boudreaux, all I want you to just tell them what's going on at the dealership today. And the next thing you know, you're the radio host, you're the radio celebrity for your dealership, just because you became friends with the radio DJ at the dealership on Saturday, right? Getting to know people in your community and participating in their business is the key to marketing yourself in those ways. Where else can you get involved with people at the very beginning of your career? Ali, what are some other ideas?
Local papers, small local papers. They're very, very inexpensive. But I like starting out with those. I know there isn't that many of them around anymore, but they're still there. Again, it's just keeping it local. I mean, you get creative, but a lot of the younger people know where social media is. I know like TikTok and all these other places, but it's just so broad, right? I don't know how I'm sure there's ways of keeping it local, but I don't know how fast that's moving. I like going to things that are a little bit slower and people can see it. I would probably avoid digital billboards. I don't think they're as effective, because they flip. I watched one digital billboard flip 11 ads, and it was like, 8 seconds per ad or something. And I stood there and watched, and I'm like, man, by the time it rolls back around, it's like, 3-4 minutes later, it just didn't make sense, to do that. So I like a stationary board if you can. That way, undoubtedly people are going to see it every time. But of course, local community centers, any, like you said, restaurants, just go to that community center and pick up that brochure. And a lot of these advertisers are doing these Zoom calls like this, where they're showing you how to garden, how to do those things. They're on these Zoom calls. So I think there's ways of advertising on those and participate. Hey, I'm Ali Rita. I work at the local Chevy dealership. I'm here to learn. And if anybody here needs any help with the vehicle, please contact me. I'm your local neighbor. Something as simple as that, right? So, I just got to get creative.